Hey, this is Tachi from Clan Pillagers doing a war recap. These were wars 299 and our 300th wars, and the first hit here is a hit by myself, Tachi. Doing a GOLALOON for TH10. It's the first time I've done one as a TH10. This base really lent itself well to it, with the AD being exposed on the bottom. I went with 3 golems and 3 lavas, a little untraditional. I wanted to bring in as much beef as I could right into that, into the core. Try to get the Inferno Tower without losing my queen. That was the goal here, was to keep enough high HP targets in to survive that Inferno with my queen while taking out the CC. As soon as the CC popped and I got my rage down, I went right after the other Inferno with my LaLoon portion. Because the AD and the Inferno were on top of each other, I could freeze both of them, and I got that Expo there. I carved out a path to sweep around the base, try to sweep around the base counterclockwise. That's one thing I look for when I'm doing a LaLoon, is proper loon pathing. I want to make sure that my loons aren't being dragged through the core, getting chewed up by defenses. Part of the reason I brought the extra golem as well. I want to make sure that I clear a nice path so that the loons can sweep around the base. A lot of people are making poor trap decisions because everyone is focusing on ground attacks or queen walks, and putting ADs in poor places, no overlapping ADs, things like that. So this base was and the sweepers were terrible on the flanks there. So this was an easy 3 by myself. Still fun for a new strategy, something different. Got a nice 3-star there. One of my first versus a in-war TH10. So here's another hit by Rick. This was a base that was hit several times poorly, including myself by my alt, which is a mid to low level TH9. Rick is a max 9, but he uses a great technique. He brought the giant there to tank for his queen while the queen takes out all the point defense there. This saves him a rage spell, and he doesn't have to use anything. Gets the lure, sends in a couple hogs. We know what's in the CC already. Kind of a bad CC composition. Anyway, he takes quick work of that. He walks up the side. One of the things people had trouble with was trash around the edge, specifically on the northeast side near that cannon. He chooses to path his king up that side versus trying to push it in with the valks. He's doing a mass valk attack here. Because the king is moving up, clearing all that trash, he now doesn't have to worry about pathing inside the base quite as much. He pushes in the bowlers behind the valks, throws down that heal. Good placement with his spells, gets nice overlap on the rage through the valks, and then the healers take advantage of that, keep everything topped off. And at this point the base is pretty much over. He's got that 1 Tesla on the top, and his queen is almost full, totally crushing this base, and he's even able to swag a heal there. So something that was hit, I think it was hit 4 times prior, so this hit makes this base look terrible. I assure you it was not. Very good planning by Rick, one of our best hitters. And then the third attack here is the one from the prior war. Sorry about that fam there, but so James comes in with his queen and walks the top. Low battery, nice work, Tachi. But he walks in the top there. He's trying to path out, get rid of the CC. That's the first priority for this specific hit. This was an unscouted base, so although it's not the hardest base to 3, and he doesn't totally blow it out of the water, it's a good 3. Once he sets his funnel point, his goal is to swing those valks around the base while the bowlers make cleanup of everything around. So he does a nice job. He knows his queen's in decent shape up there for the time being. And here goes those valks. They're just gonna fly through, shredding everything. A couple of those bowlers jump into the core, and that'll actually prove valuable. His king joins him in the core. Good timing with the freeze. The queen actually has some decent value walking the top, even though she wandered a little. He got his use out of her. He already had the healer transition, kind of topping off the last few troops that he needed. Bowlers really take advantage of those buildings that are just tightly packed, and he's able to finish this base off with a nice 3. He actually had a 6-pack, pair of 3s against Inferno 10s. Both were unscouted hits, nice hits by him. We've had quite a bit of TH10 3s, and for the war vid I'm about to take a